intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. You can catch us locally, nationally, and internationally. And we have an amazing show for you today. This is going to be a fun and enlightening show. Now, we know, all of us, we made it. So pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hand, because we all made it to 2021. Yes. Whew, and what a rough year it was. What a rough year it was. So it will be a year that none of us will ever forget. So we want to make sure that as we are living 2021, that we want to live it with a purpose, on purpose. We want to start this first quarter, all entrepreneurs, authors, comedians, radio personalities, bloggers, podcasters, whatever you got going on. We want to make sure that the first quarter, which is right now, we are in beast mode. We want to be refreshed, renewed. We want to reinvent ourselves. We want to change our mindsets to learn unique and innovative ways to generate revenue. That is extremely important to me. We want to find innovative ways to generate revenue, right? And so we're going to talk about some of those ways that we could do that. We also have a guest today, Marbury Foster. She'll be joining us shortly. But I want everyone to position yourself, whatever you have to do as an individual, as a mother, as a father, as a friend, as a business owner, as a consumer, position yourself financially in 2021 to prosper. You want to prosper. We want to get better at being better. That's my famous slogan, get better at being better. So we want to work on ourselves, right? We are all imperfect, but we want to work on ourselves, because I think that's important, that we work on who we are, who we want to become. If we don't like who we are or where we are in our present situation, then we have to find ways to change the circumstances or change the dynamics. And so we're going to talk about, my hair sitting straight up on top of my head. We're going to talk about some of the ways we can do that. I oil my hair today, and it's just as flat as a doorknob, but oh well, it's going to make it do what it do. But anyway, so this great show is planned just for you and me and mine, and it's time for us to learn ways to generate income, extra income, or 7 streams of income, because that's what my show is about, generating 7 streams of income. So I say to all of you all, including Darcy beast mode all year, beast mode all year long. Can you say it with me? Beast mode all year. I feel like I'm yelling. Beast mode all year long. So I want you to get up in the morning all day when you're thanking God, when you're in prayer, you want to say beast mode all year long. Beast mode all year long. So today, my goal is to inform, educate, entertain, and inspire. We have a customer appreciation promo for D-Flat Tommy Water. So I'll post the link up shortly. But we have a promo for customer appreciation. You get $7 off an order. And I'll post the discount code. All you have to do is put the code in, and it'll automatically come up with your discount. I want to thank all my existing customers, all my new customers, and all of my old customers that have supported D-Flat Tommy Water from day one. You all have did an amazing job, and I thank God for you. I really do. D-Flat Tommy Water would not be where it is today. So I thank God for all of my customers who are with D-Flat Tommy Water. So my goal today is to inform, educate, entertain, and inspire, right? And so I want to start by saying we want to always make sure when we're in beast mode in 2021 to surround ourselves with people who bring us joy and growth into our lives. Those are individuals who are secure enough within themselves to keep it 100 with us all times and solid us whether we are shining or we're struggling, because we're still thriving through the pandemic. So today, I want to challenge each and every one of you all to be yourself, to benefit yourself, to evaluate yourself, and most of all, to inspire yourself. Now, you know, your president, I'll never call him my president, but your president spoke about the stimulus checks. They fought over giving us $2,000, which is not a lot of money. That's what's in the news right now. But instead, he agreed to give us $600 because the Republicans would not vote on us getting $2,000. So most people, not all, have gotten that $600, and it actually arrived in your bank account if you have direct deposit on New Year's Eve. So you woke up to an additional surprise. Not only did you survive 2021 or 2020 into 2021, but you also got a little change coming up, right? And so I want to just say, those who got it, if you did not receive it, I'm sure it's in the mail. We're going to also talk about, give you guys a chance to call into the studio for the phrase that pays. I'm going to hold these gift cards up, compliments of my new sponsor, Walmart. And so we have some gift cards. You know, you can always use some there. So here are the gift cards. I'm going to give you the phrase that pays in a moment when I come back from break. And I'll also give you the number to call into the studio. Joining us today is my guest, and I'm going to let her introduce herself in a moment. And I'll be giving you the phrase that pays shortly. So please do me a favor. Those who are watching, please share the broadcast and get ready to step out of your comfort zone, and don't be afraid. I want you to take time to think about who you are, what you want, what you need starting today. Perhaps you want to spend more time with your friends, your family. You want to do something that's relaxing or energetic. Whatever it is, make sure that you have some quality time for yourself, because self-care is crucial and self-care is very, very important. But most of all, be thankful for surviving 2020 and get ready to crush 2021. I'm going to wish and speak to everyone an abundance of unlimited blessings in 2021, an abundance of unlimited blessings in 2021. You're tuned in to intellectualradio.com, and we are making waves with Miss Darcy, back in a moment with our guest and our hot topics. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Kimo and listen to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on IR and iHeartRadio station. Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darcy.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazing.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help see down and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is new. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
Welcome back. You're tuned in to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. You can catch us locally, nationally, and internationally. And I am the host. I broadcast live every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'm happy that I made it to 2021 during the pandemic. Today, joining us as we shelter in place, my guest is Marby Foster. Welcome. How are you today?
I am great. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, right? This is my first show of 2021. And Barbie, thank you for joining us here at Intellectual Radio and Making Waves with Miss Darcy. What do you think about the pandemic, the mask, the additional washing of the hands, and the social distancing? Give me your thoughts on that.
I'm tired of it.
You're tired of it?
Yeah, I'm tired of wearing the masks. And the hand washing is nothing new. I'm a nurse, so I wash my hands every minute, every second of the day. I just hope it'll go away soon. It's stressful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you for being open and honest about that because it's definitely stressful. Let me just make this one comment because I forgot. Today's intro show is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. Their mission is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. Hopefully, they have a location near you, 110 South Manhattan Road in Hillside, 17815 South Halsted Street in Homewood, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and Block 37, which is at 108 North State Street. Krispy Kreme has amazing donuts, and I love them, and they're very, very addictive. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you for Making Waves with Miss Darcy and crew. I hope you get everything that you want and your heart desires, but most of all, that you made it through 2020. You made it to 2021. And I want to give a special shout out to Val Warner of Windy City Live. She had surgery. She had a couple of setbacks, and I'm wishing her nothing but healthy journey back to success. I want to say that. So, Marby, you told me that you were a nurse.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
So, nursing. What was your hobby growing up? What did you like to do? What was Marby known for in her younger days?
Running track, sports. I was a track runner.
Sports, okay.
Yeah.
Any medals? Any wins?
Yeah. Yes, I have tons of medals all through the house. I also loved hanging out with my girls and babysitting.
I used to do that too. Yes, I used to do that. Yes, I used to be. Those were made me think about memories just thinking about that. Yeah, babysitting. So why nursing? Of all the careers, why did you pick nursing?
Because I love taking care of people. I just love people, especially kids, because I'm a mother baby nurse for the past 18 plus years.
Oh, wow.
So
you held those little toes, little feet, and you were in neonatal or prenatal or just babies in general?
NICU off and on, but postpartum particularly. So I would take care of you after you have your baby. That's the fun.
Oh, okay. So out of being a nursing and dealing with babies, give me one or two good stories that just stand out in your mind with a new mom or an infant story.
Okay, so I had a new mom who was having a lot of trouble with breastfeeding. So I worked with her, and I made sure that we also had, we call them lactation consultants who would further help us with the breastfeeding. And she saw them, and she still tried to do it on her own, and she was getting very discouraged. She started crying, and I told her, just relax, you know, it's not just you, it's the baby too, you know, this is something new for the baby. So we worked with her, gave her a couple of techniques, and I told her, don't give up on it. She's not the only one. So after a couple tries and different techniques, you know, through the night, she finally got it, because I wanted to make sure she got it before she got home.
Okay.
So she was able
Good
to do
story.
it. To this day, she'll still bring it up because we're Facebook friends too. So
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool.
yeah,
Okay. That's good.
a lot of my patients are my Facebook friends as well.
Wow. That's amazing that you can still have that friendship outside of the hospital and still connect with them and follow them through their journey. I think that's amazing.
And watch the kids grow up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's truly amazing. Now tell us, because I'm sure some of my listeners would love to know, because you're acting now.
Mm-hmm.
So you had nursing, now you went a whole different avenue. You picked up acting. Tell us how. Share with us how that all came about.
Okay, so I had a friend, Jose Santiago, who was already playing a firefighter on Chicago Fire. So one day
Oh,
one day I came back to work, and they're like, Marva, you know, looking for nurses on Chicago Fire. I was like, hmm. At first, I kind of blew it off. It'd be kind of cool to see myself as a nurse. So I reached out to him, and you know, he told me what to do, and submitted for it. Totally forgot. And then one day I was at work, called, and I was like, okay. I was like, hi. She was like, yeah. Did you submitted for a real nurse role? I was like, yeah, I did. Mm-hmm. And she told me all I had to do, and I was able to still do it because I'm still working during all this acting and stuff. So it worked out. And as soon as I hung up the phone, I was like, oh my god! My boss was like, oh my god! So I went on, did it a couple times from there. Then I went on to Empire PD and Chicago. It took me a year to get on Chicago and PD. It was fun. It was nice to see what all goes on behind the scenes. It's a lot.
it is. It really is, because I played an extra on Empire and The Shy,
Yeah.
and I never knew when I would turn the TV on and watch a program. Good afternoon, Cheryl Sistruck. She has a show called Popping Off with Cheryl every Friday night at 7. And if you need to have a good time and want to get the real story on America, tune in to Cheryl Sistruck. She has a beautiful soul inside and out. And she also works with helping the homeless. So if you'd like to be a part of her project, you can hit her up on Facebook or check her out every Friday at 7 p.m. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl also said, Marbury, that breastfeeding is definitely hard. So I wanted to put that up there on the screen.
Yeah.
But I never knew, Marbury, what goes on behind the scenes of a show until I was an extra. And I was like, oh my God, this is how they do that. This is who those people are that walk past and they never say anything, but they do different things. I never knew it until I saw how they actually put it all together.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, because I even
That's
thought Chicago Med was in a real hospital when I first.
you do.
Yeah,
You
I was like,
do.
what? So yeah, that was a shock.
And the scenes, the different scenes, you're thinking that they're actually like there, and I never know that they created like these props and all these things. And you're like, oh my God. I was in awe the first couple of times I went to Empire. And I'm like, oh, so she had a stand in, or she did just different things. And so when I go back and watch it, and I say, oh, I remember when they were doing that, and I remember when they did this, and I remember when they were putting this together.
Right.
And it makes you appreciate television more. It makes you appreciate the actors more.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know some of the shows you've done, you've actually had roles on the shows, correct?
I've had featured roles on
Feature roles, right. So tell us about that. What's the difference between just being an extra and having a feature role?
Well, the feature role, I mean, you're still an extra. You just get featured. You know, there's a scene where it's just focused on you. I never was able to get a speaking yet.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna stop you. You did it right though. That's good. That's good.
Right, right. So, I mean, it's a scene that's
Wow.
focused on you. And the scene that I did was actually with my husband at the time. So it was my mother who was ill. So we just had to, she wasn't doing very well. She was on the way out. So we just had to play like, we were really sad and stuff. So it was fun. I was actually just watching that clip the other day.
Oh my God. Now in your younger years, would you have thought about fast forward now that you would have had the career of being a nurse and doing acting on that? Have you ever thought that your life, I mean, what did you want to be? We always say we want to be when we grow up. What were your goals when you grew up versus where you are now?
Well, at my younger years, I really wanted to be a pediatrician. I wanted to be a doctor. I went to college. I was pre-med. I was supposed to be a pediatrician. So you always have to have a backup plan. So it's like, if I didn't become a pediatrician, then I'd be so the road for being a doctor is
Wow.
it's not easy. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of work. That test is hard. I took that test.
You had to go a long time. I'm not good with hospitals and needles and stuff, and so I knew that I'd be passed out and get somebody a shot, or perform surgery. So I knew that was out. I love to see it on TV, but growing up, I either wanted to be a teacher. I don't have the stomach for it. Even now, when I go to the hospital for anything, I'm like a nervous wreck until I leave. When I'm leaving, I'm happy, but going in is one word answers. My whole mindset changes, and I'm praying about that. But I don't like hospitals. Maybe because a lot of my time growing up, I spent in the hospital, and I just don't like hospitals. If they could give me anything that I don't have to be admitted, I'm willing to do that. I don't like hospitals because I missed a lot of stuff because I was in a hospital. So that probably, I'm gonna say probably it has a lot to do with it. But I wanted to be a teacher or a lawyer. My family wanted me to be a lawyer because you could tell me no, but then I want to know why you told me no. I wanted an explanation. And I mean, I'm talking about, I'm going to deliberate with you. We're going to go. I could negotiate. And before all said and done, the no would be a yes. And they couldn't even figure out how the no turned into a yes. I could negotiate. I could negotiate. They said, you need to be an attorney. So I did go to school for some years and did, paralegal. But then I didn't want to continue. Paralegal wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Right.
And so because I didn't want to go through the long formality, then I just went into business. I had to just start thinking of other ways I could generate revenue. And I literally enjoy what I do every single day. I have 5 streams of income. My goal is to have 7 by the end of the year. And each and every one doesn't feel like work. And that's why I created Making Waves with MsDarci'D to show people when they come to me and say they can't, and they grew up in poverty, or they grew up in the Cabrini Greens, or their mother was on crack, or their daddy was an alcoholic. I hear it because I spent half of my younger years in the hospital, and I still got it done. I walked away from 6 figures and never looked back. So I'm approaching 21 years this year. And so when people come to me with excuses, I can say, hey, talk to both hands, because it don't work for me. You can't bring it to me because I've been there. Maybe not your situation, but I have been there, and I didn't let it stop me. So I don't want to hear that. So now you're doing acting. What is your most memorable part or episode that you played in on Empire? And what was the other one you did? Chicago
Fire, Man, PD.
Yeah. So out of the 3 shows, pick one from each show that was like memorable for you. What was memorable for you and why? The scene that you did.
I would say on Chicago, was that Med? Yeah, Chicago Med when it was a scene where I was carrying a little boy about 15 million times.
Like a baby? A baby?
No, I think how old is?
Okay.
I think he was 5. I think he was
Oh
5.
my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So they were in a car accident. In the scene, they were in a car accident. So the dad got hurt. So they brought him to the hospital, and I was carrying him to keep him calm, you know, because he was worrying about his dad. So we did that scene.
How many times, right?
Oh Lord, because they asked me, they're like, "Are you okay carrying like a 5-year-old?" I'm like, "Yeah, I should be fine. I should be fine." You know, whatever they ask, you're gonna say yeah, whether it's not
Right, right.
So they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, sure, yeah." So when I saw, I carried him. So we just kept going to see where I walked by the room that his father was in, and they slowed the camera down so they could, and then it ended where I'm sitting in like a little kind of break room, kind of, just keeping him calm while they tend to his dad. That was fire. Yeah, so that was
Oh,
fun. But the only thing though, what happened was
uh-oh.
after one of the takes where I had picked him up, I had kind of stretched, but I didn't realize he was behind me, so I kind of hit him in the head, and that was a whole because then he started crying. I was like, "Oh Lord."
Oh wow.
I was like, "Oh Lord." I
Yeah,
hit
yeah, right. He's crying his life like he killed him. I can imagine that one already. Cheryl,
okay.
we are friends for life. Cheryl says she don't like hospitals either. Now, how do you feel about like going to the hospital, like to have a surgery, or are you okay with that? It doesn't bother you because you're a nurse, or?
Well, it bothers me a little bit. Being
Okay.
a different, now I feel sometimes, especially if you got to get IV. We're like the worst. Doctors, nurses, and lawyers are the worst patients. And I can vouch for that,
Wow. So individuals who are watching you and know of you, Marbury Foster, because people know you for being on all the show. Am I saying it right?
It's
Pronounce your first name.
Mabra.
Oh, it's just Mabra. Okay, not Marbury. Mabra. Mabra.
Yeah.
There are people who are watching and they want to get in show business. They want to be an extra. What would be your recommendation for them or those who are watching?
If you want to get into the whole acting thing, I do suggest doing being a background extra first, just so you can get a taste of, what all goes on set. You can learn the set etiquette and stuff like that. It's a long day. It's not like an in and out thing. You can be on. I think the longest time I was on set.
That's right.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I think one time the longest I was on set was 13 hours or 14 on PD. But it's
I think 14 for me on Empire and The Shy.
The Empire I didn't do very much. They were like 16, 17 hours. I'm like, I'm done. Like after
Yeah. I tried. They tried to keep us for like 15 and a half. And I think by the 14th hour, I was like, just pay me, sign me out because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. And I want to go home and get my own bed. And they was like, okay, one more hour. I was like, okay, you said that 2 hours ago. I will do. This is how I felt. I was like, you know what? I want this opportunity, but I'm not going to stay here. And then I got invited for another show. I can't even think of the name of it. It's a new show. But we had to go and film in Aurora, but it was overnight. I was like, nope.
Yeah,
and it was a recurring role, and like you would be on the scene a lot. I'm not staying nowhere overnight to be on no show. That I'm just not at that point yet. I'm not there yet. Yeah.
I did that once.
Now, how was that? Were you okay? Just like when you go to Empire or you go to Chicago, and you're there, because I can kind of imagine because I've done it. Did you stay in that area? Did you get a chance to sleep or anything?
No, because it was like there at like 3 p.m. and wrap till like 2 a.m. Because you're still working.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I can do that at Tyler Perry Studios now if I get I can make room for that one. I can do that one. I can add one to my repertoire, my resume, right? So we're gonna take a break. We are kicking and hanging out with Marbury. Did I say it right?
Mabra.
Mabra. Why do I want it to be
Yeah.
Bree instead of Bra? Mabra on intellectualradio.com. We're gonna come back and ask her how she's handling all this. You know, what are her ups and downs? Did she have any struggles along the way? And how did she come out of that struggle? And then we're going to talk about what she's doing now and what's on the horizon. And we also going to talk about business tips and my tip Tuesday. So don't go away. You're tuned into intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy, and we're making some waves. And matter of fact, let me give away one of these gift cards right now, compliments of Walmart. So let me give you quickly as we go to break the phrase that pays. And you can call into the studio and we'll give you that number. So the phrase that pays, let me pull it up. Your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. Again, the phrase that pays, your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You do have to say that quote, that phrase verbatim, word for word. The number to call is 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. You're absolutely 125% correct, Cheryl. There are no excuses in real life. Making Waves with Miss Darcy. Share the broadcast. We're back in a moment.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this, the American Express. Someday, I may even use it on the move. It's a bomb.
Oh, so you can only blink it. Traveler's check. What's hard? You think that works?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's favorite, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't eat it, Mom.
Denny's Big Burger Bash, with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
It's 2 for $5 coming at you.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you?
See what low pressure all of America's watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Hey! So proud.
You're gonna lose when you mix and match.
Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 713 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010. American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this, the American Express. Someday, I may even use it on the move. It's a bomb.
Oh, so you can only blink it. Traveler's check. What's hard? You think that works?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we were interviewing up close and personal with Mabra
Yes.
Foster. Got it right? Yes.
Yep.
Because I hate to mispronounce somebody's name. And so we are kicking here at intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. And I'm just thankful that everyone made it to 2021. I'm speaking abundance over everyone's life here, and that we're all in beast mode, and that we are getting an abundance of financial blessings. So I want you guys to say that every day: beast mode, financial blessings, 2021 throughout their entire year. We have to speak it, because we have not, because we ask not. And so I'm asking individuals to speak this every single day, all day long, for as long as it takes. Hi, Tanza Franklin. How you doing, sweetie? She has a cleaning business. Tanza, send me your cleaning information so I can post it. She has a cleaning business. We have to support one another in 2021 more so than ever before, because if we don't support our own, then what are we doing here? We have to support. We can't be hating on each other. We have to support one another. So I think everybody should support. I have my support of my hairdresser, the support of the person that does my mani pedi, the support of my finance guy, the support of when I pay my car note and insurance. If I'm supporting them, they have to support me or I'll find someone else. It has to be a win-win for both. So if you're not doing that, then it's time you start doing that, right? If you're doing the same thing and getting the same results, then you have to change it. And if you don't know how to change it, look at your bank account. If your bank account is the same spot it was last year, then you're doing something is insanity. You have to change the narrative. And why not start today and change it? We're talking up close and personal with Marbury Foster, and she's sharing with us, her nursing experience, why she went into nursing, and her career on Empire and several other TV shows. And now she's going to share with us the pros and cons, the struggles, of being extra on all of these amazing shows. Marva?
Okay, well, the pros is definitely, getting to experience what it is to actually be on a movie or TV set, seeing your favorite celebrities in person, just, just the all around getting that knowledge of what to expect. The cons would be it's hard to juggle a regular 9 to 5 and trying to act at the same time because I couldn't always accept some of the offers I got because I had to work. So but luckily I had great managers and coworkers that would work for me if I had to film. So
Okay. And so what's on the horizon? What's going on now for you? Or let me scroll back. What's going on in your life while you were still nursing or while you were still filming? What else are you doing and what else is going on for you on your journey?
During that time of working and acting, I started my own internet talk show called On the Scene, which will be 3 years coming March. So I started that because what happened was I was always on set, and a lot of these speaking roles, a lot of these actors are from LA, and I'm like, nothing against LA actors, because a lot of them are from Chicago, but it's like, I just feel like, we have so much dope talent here in Chicago. And I was like, okay, I was already a part of another talk show, so I decided to start my own. And I started the platform as a way to highlight all the Chicago talent that we have right here in Chicago. It started out, it's focused on the entertainment industry, specifically, artists, filmmakers, producers, directors, actors, actresses. And then I kind of expanded it to entrepreneurs, authors. There's a lot of talent here that people don't know about. So I started that. So yeah.
And so, well, congratulations. I think that's amazing. And that's powerful. So let me ask you this, because I ask most of my guests, who or what keeps you motivated when you feel discouraged sometimes?
God.
Okay.
God is
my
biggest motivator. Just to know that I can encourage and inspire someone to be great is my biggest motivation. That's why, I got into nursing. I love helping people. We can all get there, all of us.
Yes, we can. That it's a struggle, but we have to be in it for the long haul, though. It's not
Right.
something that just happens overnight. Now,
Right.
I do believe that everyone is born with a special gift or a talent, which gives us all this unique, what I call superpower, to be whatever we want to be in life. What
Right.
would you say your superpower is? What's your superpower?
A big heart.
A big heart? Oh, I like that. Okay.
Heart.
Now let's have a little fun. Tell us something about you that most people don't know about you.
What is it about me that people don't know? That I'm shy.
No way. Okay, you got to talk about something else. As I know you're not shy, and I don't even be around you as much. So I know shy. Are you serious? Are you serious?
I am. I'm very shy. I am. But you know what?
Shy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. But I have no problems in, being in front of the camera acting. I have no problem. But for me to like host, be like a host on, no. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just
Okay.
can't.
Okay.
That's just not.
Well, my superpower is the gift of gab.
Okay.
The only way I don't talk is if I'm sick or asleep. I'm being honest. That's why I should have been a lawyer. The only time I'm not running my mouth is if I'm sick or asleep. I always have something to say. I'm very opinionated, in good taste, and I'm pleasantly persistent. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
I've tried to tone it down, but that's who I am. That's who I am. I mean, that's my superpower. God gave me that gift and he told me to use it. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
So, last question. If there was a person, deceased or alive, celebrity, non-celebrity, that you could spend lunch or dinner with, who would that person be and why? And what would be one question you would ask them?
It would have to be Viola Davis.
Oh,
I love me some. Yes, I love me some Viola Davis. I was in her movie. I was hoping the day that I was in that movie, Widows, she was going to be there, but she wasn't. What would I ask her? Man, I'd have a million questions for her. I think the one. That's a good question. I guess I would ask her. What were some of her struggles, her biggest struggles in trying to make it in this industry?
That's a good one. That's a good one because she's went through a lot. I think African American men and women go through a lot in the industry, and we have no idea when they're celebrities and how they want notoriety, but they really don't want notoriety. Because all of their lives, if the paparazzi see them doing something, they think it needs to make news. Any little thing, any little inkling thing, they get paid for that of being first to showcase it. And I just think it's a price that celebrities pay for that status. And a lot of them find ways to be invisible.
Yeah.
Like there are celebrities that are out there, but their private life is not out there. And it's only out there if they want it to be out there, not through paparazzi, but through them. But then on the flip side, you have some that have money and they have to literally fight to be inclusive because, for a better word, they really can't really live like they want because of the notoriety. When you agree, I mean, it's like a give and take. It's like there's no middle. Like you can't be half pregnant. You can't be a half celebrity. It's like you either all in or you, and some of them I feel for. I think about Beyonce. I think about Michelle Obama. I think about Tyler Perry, but Tyler Perry is kind of outspoken. I like that he couldn't get a seat at the table, so he created his own. You know, where some of us don't have the power to do that, but we have to strive. We have to use the platform or whatever road or journey that God has given us to do that. You know, we have to make sure that our voices are heard, and some may be meaning to stand alone. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt a certain way and people tried to change your way, and you might have felt alone, but you still had to maintain that because that's how you felt here.
Right. Oh yeah.
And that's not all the time a good place to be, but if you believe in it, you have to stand for it. As they say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Is there a situation in life that you can remember where you've had to take a stand for something and it made you feel uncomfortable?
It would have to be in my nursing career. There was a patient that it was time for her to go home, but she didn't feel comfortable going home. So I had to, there's a lot of times that you have to be a patient advocate, the hospital, the doctors, you got to let them understand if they're not comfortable going home, if they don't feel like they're ready, you got to make sure, because anything can happen when they get home. So I stayed on the doctor and let her know, how she felt, and we were able to let her stay another day, and she felt good about that. She was so anxious. It wasn't her first baby, but this time she had a C-section, so she was worried about vision and all that stuff. So it worked out.
And C-section is like major surgery, because I've had it with my children, and that's no joke. That's having a baby and surgery. To me, that's like two different things. But that's a whole nother process than just regular delivery.
Right, and then adding breastfeeding to that after the surgery.
Oh, wow.
Not easy.
Wow. Well, Marby, before I let you go, I've had an amazing time getting up close and personal. But I do want to ask you, since you are a nurse, how do you feel about the vaccine? I couldn't resist. I was like, do I or don't I? Should I ask her or not? I got to ask her. I got the gift of gab over here.
Me personally, I am not getting it.
You're not getting it?
No. That's just like me and the flu vaccine. I took it. It took me how many years I only got it once early last year because I felt pressured. I didn't get sick or anything, but I had never had it, As long as you keep your immune system tight and you eat right and take care of your body, you really don't, I just feel like, it hasn't been tested long enough for it to just, be. My thing is what will happen down the line. That's my thing with these vaccines. What happens down the line. Is that your
phone? Is that somebody's phone?
That is my
phone.
I have a lot of musical.
Oh, okay. Well, Marby, thank you for sharing with us today. We do appreciate you. We wish you nothing but success on your journey, whether it be nursing or on the TV shows.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being a guest today. I appreciate you, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So I want to thank her for being a guest. She was great. Thank her, and I wish her nothing but success. But now I want to go and flip the script right quick because we only have a few minutes left. Be the caller to call in for the phrase that pays. You have about 1 minute. But I want to quickly share with you guys my Tip Tuesday. Let me just get it up on the screen. And what I want to share is, if you are an entrepreneur, business owner, or whatever your goal is, instead of telling people what you do about your product, service, or brand, then show them how what you have will solve their problem. So instead of telling people what you do, tell them how you solve their problem. Also, if you don't know how to promote or market your business, then hire someone who can help you do that, because it's not good to have a business and not know how to market it. Because if you want people to support you, you have to know what to say, how to say it, so that they will be supportive of your product, service, or brand. And then I want to quickly highlight to you, hold on, is, let me get it, what you should be doing right now to prepare yourself in this first quarter. So I want to challenge you all to learn something new, because if the season right now is slow, you want to learn something so that you will always be on point. You never stop learning and growing. You want to look for opportunities to improve who you are at all times, so that you are an expert in whatever you're doing. Building a better business is not just about sales, but it's about the profit margin and making sure you improve the way you do business. You want to finalize your marketing plan for the first quarter. Make sure you have content around your product, service, or brand, so that you can market it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so forth. You want to have a social media marketing plan. And then you want to network, whether you do it on WebEx, whether you do it on Zoom, whether you do it on a conference call. The first quarter is crucial. So you want to find ways to network with people. You want to step outside your comfort zone. If you're a comedian, don't always network with comedians. Maybe network with some realtors, some entrepreneurs, some authors. Step outside your comfort zone. Contact your local chamber of commerce. Go to real estate open houses, whether it's via Zoom or not, because we have to practice social distancing. And we want to find other ways. So do things that you don't normally do for 2021. Last but not least, you want to make sure that the people that are working for you in your camp, whether they're interns or whether you have full-time employees or part-time employees, make sure that they know that you care. Make sure that they appreciate. Make sure you show that you appreciate them, and that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be, or your business wouldn't be where it is. So make sure you're letting them know how you feel. You're supportive. Get their favorite coffee. Get them a fruit arrangement or some flowers or a gift card. Just let people know who are helping you up that journey or on that walk that you're supporting them. Because without the word team, you would not be successful. And if you do that, everyone benefits, and you'll have an employee or employer or an intern for life. So those are my tips for Tip Tuesday. I want you that whether you live on purpose, you want to be more focused in 2021, you want to be more motivated, and you want to be more passionate about your product, service, or brand. That's crucial. Please make sure that you practice in self-care for yourself, because if you don't, then your business is not going to thrive and you're not going to thrive. And so that's all I have today. I'm so excited that we made it once again. I am so excited that you all are here to share with us. And I am just super excited that you all are sharing this journey with me. Thank all my co-hosts, my virtual co-host, Cheryl Sistruck. Remember, she's on every Friday, popping it off. And I'm telling you, she's popping it off. So check her out every Friday at 7 p.m. I want to say hello to my virtual co-host, Tanza Franklin. Thank you so much. So I want to thank all of my virtual co-hosts. You have truly been an inspiration, and it's inspiring for you all to share with me. So make sure you're washing your hands more than you normally do. Make sure you're practicing social distancing. Make sure that you wear your mask. It's uncomfortable, but wearing your mask will not only affect you, but the people you go home to and yourself. So don't be selfish about wearing your mask. I don't like wearing it either, but you have to wear your mask. I'm not sure. I am 100%. I will not be taking the vaccine until they get all the kinks out, and I don't know how long that's going to take. But at any rate, thank you guys for tuning in. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs, and that will be me. Time to glow up. Thanks for watching Making Waves with Miss Darcy, and I'll see you next time. Actually, my anniversary show is coming up tomorrow night. Yes, I broadcast live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm having a special anniversary show tomorrow, and you have to watch, because we're going to be giving away a lot of prizes, but you must tune in to find out. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, have $1 million day. Bye-bye. Yep.